We live in the era of fake news. Americans' trust in media from any source is abysmally low, and perhaps rightfully so. The words of TV anchors often drip with partisanship. News aggregators like Facebook sell space to foreign entities, and even bastions of journalism like the New York Times have been caught printing falsehoods. But what if there was something even more sinister on the horizon? What if it's not slanted journalists or Russian trolls we have to worry about, but the manipulation of reality itself? Enter Aviv Ovadia. Aviv is the chief technologist at the Center for Social Media Responsibility and an MIT grad. More importantly, he was one of the few people sounding the alarm on the impending fake news crisis before fake news was a thing. He cautioned everyone that the current algorithms employed by tech giants like Facebook and Twitter rewarded users for sensationalism, without regard to fact. This made it easy for bad actors to propagate false information, which they have. But now his fears go beyond simple fake posts peddled across the web. He believes we are only years away from the information apocalypse. As technology progresses by leaps and bounds, it is becoming easier and easier to manipulate the digital world. Take a look at this demo from Adobe's Voco project.
Introducing Project Voco. Project Voco allows you to edit speech in text. So as you can see, we have the audio waveform above it, and we have the text under it. And when we play back, the text and the audio should play back at the same time. So let's try it.
And I kissed my dogs and my wife.
Okay. So let's do something here. Okay. So suppose Michael Key wants to send this audio to his wife. So he actually wants his wife to go before the dogs. So, okay. So what do we do? Easily copy paste. Let's do it. Copy, paste. Oh, yeah, it's done. Let's listen to it.
And I kissed my wife and my wife.
Oops. Wait. Here's more. Here's more. We can actually type something that's not here. So I heard that actually on that day, Michael actually kissed our Jordan. So
Sorry?
to recover the truth, let's do it. So let's remove the word my here.
Your secret's out, Jordan.
And just type the word Jordan.
Ooh.
And here we go.
And I kissed Jordan and my dogs.
Well,
You a witch.
In a matter of minutes, they were able to take a source audio clip from Mr. Key and rewrite it to have him say whatever they wanted. In this case, it was used for comedic purposes, but you can imagine how this same tech could be used by malevolent forces. And it's important to note how easy it is to use this software. It is designed with the average consumer in mind. Now, Adobe's Voco project is only designed to manipulate audio, but this same kind of tech exists for visual media. Already, people are splicing celebrities' heads onto the bodies of porn stars, and the results are uncanny. Even worse, people are using AI to model the mouths of public figures so that they can make them say whatever they want. Take a look at this video from BBC News.
It got me thinking about my full-time employees and their ability to survive on $8 an hour in New York City. And foremost in all of our minds has been the loss and the grief felt by the people of Orlando. Most of us don't get our health care through the marketplace. We get it through our job or through Medicare or Medicaid. And what you should know is that thanks to the Affordable Care Act, your coverage is better today than it was before. Women can get free checkups, and you can't get charged more just for being a woman. To give his employees come together to pass a common, there's a bill that would boost America's very, very hard times.
Some progress, at least within the small confines of the legal community. I think it's...
Bear in mind, this tech is still in the early stages of development, and yet it is already good enough to fool some. You can see how destructive this kind of tech can be to a republic. Democratic governments rely on the people to be informed, to seek out the truth. But how can you find the truth when it takes hours, if not days, just to determine if one piece of information is real? Not to mention how foreign entities or rogue individuals could use this tech to instigate conflict. Imagine a video being released that shows Donald Trump insulting Kim Jong Un's haircut. It might take 24 hours before people discover that it's a forgery, but how would North Korea respond in the meantime? A fake video could be the catalyst that launches the US or any country into an unnecessary conflict. And it's not just information that's at risk, it's also participation. During the recent battle over net neutrality, the FCC was bombarded with over 1 million comments from bots. These bots used natural language generators to give the impression that they were coming from real people. The fear that people like Aviv and others have is that as this reality distortion technology progresses, it will become increasingly difficult to determine what's real and what's fake. And the problem is that it won't take much to completely dissolve people's trust. Because of the availability heuristic, a few large-scale hoaxes would be enough to undermine people's belief in everything they see. This could easily lead to what Aviv calls reality apathy. Bombarded by manufactured audio clips, photos, and videos, people will simply give up trying to determine what's true and what's false, because it's too damn hard. Now, Aviv has suggested a number of solutions for how we can mitigate the impact of the information apocalypse, 2 of which I'll highlight. First, it's important that we develop powerful software to determine the authenticity of audio or audiovisual content. Every media outlet must have tools that allow them to quickly discover if something is fake. And secondly, tech giants like Facebook and Twitter should work to tweak their algorithms so as not to reward fake news. The good news is that while the current information ecosystem might be flawed, and future tech will exacerbate these problems, we still have greater access to information than at any point in human history. And that is something that we ought to appreciate. Hey guys, thank you again for watching this video. As always, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you enjoy these videos and this channel, you can now show your love over on patreon.com/GrayWinsler. Even a little bit of support goes a long way, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to learn more about the terrifying future of fake news, you can check out the links in the description below. This video is really just the tip of the iceberg. But anyway, that is all I have for you today. Thank you again for watching, and have an awesome weekend.